Test. Okay, here we go. Hey Morgan, check it out, man. I'm gonna do a fake listing. I'm gonna give you a listing. It's not a real listing. I already just listed just like this, but I'm gonna give you a use case, right? I'm gonna explain like what's going on here, why your thing's right. So I add my photos. Okay, I'm selling let's say I'm selling a shark costume. I was gonna do a YouTube video with a shark with laser beam on his head as my cat. It's laser beam cat videos are there. I figured a shark with laser beam blow up the internet. Then I was like, hey, I'm not brave enough to put a costume on my cat, right? I don't need 200 million views, like, $1 million in cat claws. It's not worth it. Anyway, like, long story short, I was selling the thing. Okay, so down here, okay, so you see how it says these things, I don't know if these are item specifics. Okay, so I gotta try and change this, right? Okay, like, watch this. One of these. Sometimes it's like I'm just trying to figure out. Like it's not doing it right now, but like it does loading. Like sometimes here, like condition. No, it's not doing it. So like sometimes when it clicks this, it's just making me a liar. When it clicks this thing, like sometimes it like really just loads. I think you guys are hitting the server or something, and like it's not doing it right here, but like. Anyway, so it's not doing this to call me a liar, but it would have a bunch of bars that show up, and it just sits there for like, I don't know, like 15 seconds. It's very slow. Might want to think about that. But anyway, let's go to the actual thing I'm emailing you about, other parts of it. So there's no way in the required field. So I'm gonna go just list. Like it won't let me list. There's no photograph right here. But see, like see, I try and list here. Okay, I'll show you what the problem is here. See, oh, it actually brought me up to here. So it brought me up to this part. Last time I didn't actually bring me the part. When I hit list, it just stayed down here. So it's just calling me a liar left and right now. What else we got going on here? So there's no way to know the required fields. Like you should know the required fields. Okay. A veteran knows you have to put photographs, but it doesn't say like required. Like right here, it should be like you don't want it red because red's intimidating. Like have like an orange, like maybe an orange purple, like something that's like a little is towards red and it's like funky, and you say required, and you have like an arrow pointing over that you need photograph required, and obviously you need new required right here. Description. See, like it doesn't put this up until you don't enter it, right? So it should say required on the side, and then like or like, and then what else you got going on here? Maybe I know what you're thinking. Maybe your designers, and this is not a bad way your designers are thinking. It's like, hey, let's just have them fill out as much as they can, right? And if they don't fill out all the information, then like then we tell them what they didn't fill out. Because otherwise, there are people who will like be default be minimal. So I'm starting to get like about how the design process got you into this mess. It's not that big of a mess, but it's actually not. It's a psychological trick to like make people fill out more information than they need to. Lots of businesses do it. They'll give you a card and you fill out your whole life history when all you really need is your phone number. Okay, so anyway, they'll make higher quality listings. So I understand why you don't do the things until afterwards. But so like let's assume you don't actually want to give them. You don't want to give them off the bat. You don't want to give them the required fields. Okay, that's fine. You don't give them the required fields. Say trip it on the user. But see how like I'm gonna show you something. I'll show you something. See how I go list it and it goes up to here. I'm gonna show you. This is important. This part will be important. Oh, it pops up here. There's something missing. Please fix your description. You know what it should do? It should pop right to the description and go, a description is required. Like, why? You shouldn't pop up to the error message up here. This is a bad place for the error message. The error message you should pop to the first one, okay? You should pop to the first problem so they can fix it. See, now I have to scroll down to description. Okay, you know lots of people are going to trigger this error because you by default you've chosen not to tell them what fields are required. So people are going to forget to fill in these fields, right? It's your design, right? You want them to hit that error message. That's by design. You want them to hit that error message so they can fill out bigger forms. Okay, knowing you want them to hit the error message means millions of people are going to hit this. Okay, millions of people are going to go like, looks like something is missing or invalid. What? It's okay, where's the description at? Oh, where's the description at? And they'll be like, like trying to look like doing this, right? Like, so you like, so let's say like a million people, there's more than a million people going to like get screwed up by this. Let's just be honest. Like, let's just say in like 2 years, I'm just spitballing. Let's say 2 years, 10 million people, get this. I mean, I'm probably not off by order of magnitude, you know. So I probably order of magnitude 10 million people are gonna get this message. Maybe like 100 million or more, like or a million or like slightly less. But like anyway, so they get this message, okay. So let's say 10 million people, and that's like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. Oh, what's that? 5 Mississippi? Is that 6? Okay, then like, click. That's 8 Mississippi, right? That's 8 seconds. 8 seconds times 10 million. That's like 80 million. And then 80 divided by 60, that's like 1 million minutes divided by 60, or like looks like 20,000 hours. That's 20,000 hours. Like that's like years and years of lifetime. When you could have saved like years and years of lifetime by simply going taking this description. You see this little red bar, and putting it right here above description. You could focus description, and it says description required. And it should say addition. I'll reword it too. So we got this here, guys. It looks like something is missing or invalid. I'm actually gonna give you like a proper things. So, see, like yours is like you're not giving him proper information. The screen, a person's mind is spatially oriented. You know where your pen is. It's always up here on the desk. You know where your keyboard is, right here. When you walk, the door's always there. You leave your notes on the wall. Your coat's over there. You know, your mind's spatially oriented. And if you rearrange people's stuff, then they don't know where stuff is. It's like if you walk into like a tool shed, right? Like you walk into a woodworker's place, and he might be like a very skilled woodworker, right? And then you take all those tools and you hide them in different places, right? And then he'll come in like, oh, I don't have my, I don't have my like my lathe or something, and I don't have my, maybe my chisel. Well, I can still make do with this, right? So they're gonna make do, and they're gonna make do an efficient product. But if you really just want to do it right, so you put it here. So we're talking about spatially oriented. So when you spatially orient this, simply by zeroing in right at the description right here, they'll know where you're at. Like it won't take them 8 seconds to find the thing. You just save 20,000 hours. They could be listing more product, right? You can make eBay more money. So like 20,000 hours, like in man days and stuff. That's like, I mean, functionally, a person maybe have like 4 hours a day. We'll say 3 hours a day to get stuff done, like maybe eBay, for someone who's working, So like 3 hours out of a day. Let's round it up to 2. Let's say like that's 10,000 days, man. That's 365 days in a year. 3 times, that's 30 years. That's 30 years of listing. That's a lot of, like if one person just listed for 30 years eBay, all this type of stuff, like I mean they can make like they can make you a couple $100,000, maybe like even $1 million. Like so like this is actually significant, and like it makes your users happy. Less frustration leads to better brand awareness. You don't want your user frustrated. You're more frustrated. I'm frustrated. Why are you even freaking using eBay, right? That's what everybody says, right? So if you do this would save so much frustration. You'd have so much better brand awareness. And it's such a simple trick. Instead of going zooming up to the top of the page for no reason at all, whatever is missing or invalid, you zoom to that part. So here it goes. So we're just leave your thing here. It says look like something is missing or invalid. Please try it again. Okay. So description is required. And then like so after you enter description, be like, I mean, you could like, I'm just trying to think of a better message here. I can't really think of anything right now. It would take a little bit of time for like, please fix this issue. And then like, and then what happens is, maybe you even have like a click to focus or something like focus, click to focus. I'm just spitballing. You should have some way of like, they know they're navigating. This is like, this becomes a navigation bar or something like, I don't know. But like I said, this is better than what you got now, right? And then the inner description. Oh, okay. Something. Okay, they entered that, and like you lose focus. Like I mean, like ultimate design would like, okay, you lost focus. They may go to the next one, but like they're not going to do that. That's too high level design. Web pages aren't really great for that. But so they entered their description, and this bar right here. I mean, I don't know if you can make it like a pop out or like a pop up or like just like some sort of bubbled that makes them look like they can click on buy it now to like. To zoom it down. So when you click that buy it now, then it's like down here. And also when you put the description in, it should immediately know this description should like look check mark fixed, right? That makes it when you see a check mark that says fixed, it feels like you're playing like a World of Warcraft game and you just completed a quest. So like, yeah, I just did it, right? And that, you know what I'm talking about. So like I just like this little design I just gave you right here would make it like, I don't know, make your design like 10 times better at least. Okay. So let me explain what we just did. Instead of like instead of hitting list and it like zooms up to the top for no reason at all. Hey, let's go to the very top where there's like nothing relevant here. Like so so it does fix it at the bottom. Now it did relevant because I hit the enter. But like you should know it when they hit the description. They say it zooms up to the top. That's stupid. It should have zoomed right to buy it now price, right? And then what happens is this little bar here, your little error bar, goes above it. Your little error bar should have it be more interactive, right? To say all the issues that are there, and when as you fix them. So I entered buy it now price. I don't know. This $20 sounds good. And then I entered the buy it now price, and then I lost focus. This little bar up here that floats or like is replaced goes check buy it now price, and then like maybe even like focus the description or something. I mean that's advanced. I mean you don't have to do that, right? Like if you lose focus, it enters and it checks it, understands you entered something, lose focus and shift. But like if you don't do it just quite right, they could be like entering something, and maybe you say that's valid, and it would like lose focus, and now it's $2, right? So that's really complicated. Just make it so like I would say the first iteration, you know, text always good like iterative things. You want to go one at a time. The first one you just like have it so they okay, it's in, and then like they would maybe like go click description to navigate there, right? And that would be like the check mark. Or well, actually, you know what? As they entered some data, the buy it now price would be like it would hit valid, right? It hit 2, it hit valid, and then it would go like nothing. Okay, again, it would go invalid right up here. Like a little bit like a little green light, red light, right? Like a little X, like X or a happy check mark. People like those happy green check marks here. Put a happy green check mark next to buy it now price. Google. Probably okay. There's a little bit too happy there. So like see like something like that. You just like see people like that big, like with a square around it or something. Yeah, something like not with a face on it though. Obviously that's really too tacky. You know something like this. See it has a little Gorad shading going on there. You know that'd be right. You know something. You know so you put a green. And people like that, dude. And they notice what they do. Like some people. Am I doing this? Sometimes they enter a description and they have a little doubt in the back. I think I'm entering a description. Is it gonna be okay with that? You know. So as soon as you enter something, you're like, boom, it would be a green check mark, blah 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 blah, and then you click on the other one, click to fix, like I don't know how you can word it, but you have to you want to make these juicy to click on, right? You make them juicy to click on. I'm not getting paid for this, dudes. Like I can make a juicy, I can make it all juicy. I could give you like a 1,000-hour analyst of this. I mean this is one of my like side things I do since like I worked on Commodore 64 games for like I played on them for like thousands of hours of Commodore 64 easily. Yeah, like probably in the realm of 5,000 hours of Commodore 64, like plus or minus. So I saw the menuing systems. I knew 1998 websites are bad. I'm one of the top user interface guys on the planet, right? And you can tell by what I'm just giving you and what I've given Morgan in the past. I know my stuff. I got some really things. I can make eBay a couple extra 100 million, couple billion. With some ways of listing things that are basically instant. You don't have to enter any of this stuff. I got ways of listing, and it's way far superior. But I mean, like with what you got right now, the tech you got, come on, like seriously, there's no reason to scroll to the top. Just put it right above, like each, like I mean, like so like there's 3 different ways of making this better. So first of all, you do not want to. You don't want to scroll to the top. At least just scroll to at least one thing. Like you don't have to have the whole check mark, navigation bar, and everything. Just put the error message in between here, condition and description. And if it's buy it now price, put it in between description and buy it now. You know what I'm saying? And then that's like a 10 times better than what you have right now. What you have right now is you're wasting people's time, you're frustrating them, and you don't want to do that. That's like absolute poor like user interface design. People who are designing eBay interface design. I'm not going to say anything. Let's just not say there. Like, you just fix your stuff. Fix it by doing this. And then obviously you want if you want to make it fancy, like I said, you want to start getting fancy. As soon as they start ending buying out price, I'm not going to sell it for $231,000, $231,000 dog costume. Man, inflation is really getting crazy, right? I'm sorry. I tell jokes, and sometimes I laugh at my own jokes because no one else does. But so we're here at pricing, right? So like, okay, buy it now price. So you enter in the green check marks. Oh my God, It goes from like being frustrating to like being something. Ooh, I just accomplished something. You always want your user to feel like they just accomplished something. You know, they want to be making money, right? But if you use like video game psychology, they're not necessarily gambling psychology, because gambling psychology really exploits people when they start realizing they're getting exploited. But gaming makes them feel fun when they're doing stuff, right? So oh, they entered. Oh, I got check marks. Woo, and then they'd be happy. And then if they have to manually go to the description, they can. But if you make it so they can click on the description, make this big and bubble, so it makes like, oh, I click that, it would go zing, and this whole thing would move up to here. And they enter, and this would be check mark, and this would be check mark, and they'd be happy, and then be like, oh, do you want a list now? And they'll put the list over there. They don't have to scroll down, right? Do you see how many things? Do you guys realize just how much time you save people? So you save the 8 seconds to find the description, okay? Then you made them happy. You know, we weren't making them happy before. You're frustrating them, right? I just turned frustrated users into happy users. These happy users are more likely to recommend eBay to other companies. It's called brand awareness. It's a very powerful tool in marketing. There's lots of people who have brand awareness jobs where they go on the forums and have to promote, oh, eBay is good. eBay is good. People saying, no, you're wrong. eBay is not bad. You know, there's forum goers. They got bots. Every corporation has them. I talk to them all the time. I'm like, guys, you're goofballs. Like, no one in the right mind is going to defend like Microsoft Windows inability to get a virus unless you're a Microsoft employee. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's brand awareness. People are real. You know they're real. And where are we going to go with this? Instead of doing brand awareness, people just make people happy right now. You know, when they use the product, ooh, check marks. Ooh, I did something. Ooh, I did something. Oh, I'm not frustrated. You know, they're frustrated when you do this. Zoom up to the top. You just done messed up. You know, it's like, well, I don't even know what I'm doing. There was no way it's nothing to tell me this. But like, it does that, brings you right to where you're supposed to go, gives you the check marks, gives you the navigation. Bingo, bango, bingo. You now have a user interface that is like 100 times better than what you just had, okay? So, am I recording this? Watch me not even be recording this. Oh, I'm recording, cool. One of my things is distractibility. So we just explained how you should bring your focus to the errors. The required field. You know what? I changed my mind on this one. It's just like, unless the design is aimed to get people to enter superfluous info, and then I obviously did not spell superfluous. What is that? Super. I don't know. There's no way to require. Yeah. So that's no way. So that this 1 and 3 goes. 1 and 3 go together. So we'll put this same thing. Does not need it. So that's the focus of main thing of video. Huge. I hope this video is getting actually huge. You know what? I'm gonna put this on that UI guy channel. Nothing's. I'd like to put anything. Like talking about brand awareness. I like eBay, right? So I'm not gonna post anything negative about you guys on the thing. And you're just doing redesign. So this is very positive. I like eBay. eBay people are cool. There's required fields. This right next to the photos. I'm just saying it because the file size is getting huge. I don't think I'll send an email. There's required fields. Yeah. So I was saying you should regroup all your required fields. You know, like have them all together. So like, but you know what? That goes hand in hand with one. So let's just look at one. So if you don't want, like, I understand the design, unless the design, you know, I think your design was made this. There's like a design pattern in corporate America where like they want you to enter superfluous information that you don't need, in hopes that you just give better quality listings. And that's fine. You know, local gas stations, I mean, grocery stores do that when you sign up for a gas station, a grocery card. They want, you know, your email, so they can send you email stuff. They want, you know, your home address, so they can send you mailing letters and thing. And they just put it all in the system, whatever. It profits them in the thing, but like, you don't have to enter that. You just have to enter your phone number in there. And eBay, if you just have to enter your limited things, and everybody will have reduced quality listings, and that's not good for anybody, right? So I can understand why they're using this philosophy of maybe like encourage them to enter more information they need to. There's nothing wrong with that. So if your design is aimed to do that, then your design is correct. If your design was not aimed to do that, and you're fine with people listing faster, then required fields should be noted. So I really do think I'm off on this one. I think I'm gonna like I think I'm off. I think I'm off on. I'm incorrect on this. Like, I'm just gonna say that in the video. So anyway, there should be less required. Less required fields is definitely something I think there should be. Like, it's like I'm entering a fixed price on my. I like say I'm shipping stuff. I'm shipping stuff on an eBay, and it's asking me for like how much it weighs. It's a flat price. It shouldn't be asking how much it weighs. I think they fixed that. But anyway, like the watch video for the bar. And now I have to upload this video. I really don't think it's gonna go. But hey, God bless you guys. eBay loves the way, and like I said, I know people that are a little bit better than user interface than me. They did like the My Vegas app and stuff. I know people who really know their stuff on UI, and I'm close to that, right? You know, but I know that most people have no clue what they're doing in UI, and you know, that's why I'm out here to help. All right, take care, guys. If you, like you said, you want to hire me, man, this is just the beginning.